of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know, nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize, be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize, sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Yo, I'm sorry for now.
Good morning. Here we are once again to do our daily devotion. Today we want to look at a special passage of scripture found in the book of Romans. Sometimes when we preach some very difficult things, people get upset. People lose patience and they think that you're throwing them under the bus. But the word of God is not there to be nitpicked at. It is to be taught that people will be able to make changes in their lives. And that is always my objective, that people make changes in their lives. Now, as I look at this passage of scripture found in Romans chapter 8, it speaks about the two ways in which people can live their lives. Living by the flesh or living by the spirit. If you go to Galatians chapter 5, you see where the Apostle Paul goes even further. And he says the same things to the Galatians, but he lists the way these things manifest themselves. But he's talking about pleasing God. Because in this country, many people think that just by attending church, they will please God. You will not please God by that. You will not. If you do live your life in that way, you're making a fool of yourself. A lot of our people, I do not know what gets into them, but they live their life with this same very mindset, setting up themselves to, if they die in that state, to go to hell. And sometimes it is preached from pulpits over and over again, but it is not grasped. Instead, it is looked at as if though the pastor is throwing word at people in the pews. But this is so very important. You can live a life only two ways, living for the spirit or living by the flesh. And it goes here and it says in verse 5, it says, for those who live according to the flesh have their mind set on things of the flesh. You see? And we showed this today when we're looking at this Numbers in chapter 14 of the book of Numbers. It talks about when these people went into the land, what they saw and how they came out. And the mindset that they had, out of the 12 persons that went, 10 of them gave a bad report. But if you fast forward to Numbers 25, you will see where they lived out their fantasy. They actually went and did some horrible things in the sight of God, which cost many of them their lives. Why? They live according to the flesh, and they manifested one thing that is listed from Galatians 5, sexual immorality. That's what they did. The two persons who did not go along and did not give the bad report, those people are seen 40 years later coming back into the land with the young people. Deuteronomy is the second giving of the law. And Caleb and Joshua came back with all those young people. And the Lord gave them the law the second time. But we are here looking at how you live. It says that if you are living according to the flesh, you have a mindset on fleshly things. On things of the flesh, if you're living according to the flesh. We could easily check ourselves out and see how we are living. If you're living according to the flesh or according to the spirit. It says, now the mindset of the flesh is death. But the mindset of the spirit is life and peace. Now we want those things. We long for those things. Not death, of course not. Because it says that if you live according to the mindset of the flesh, it's death. Death. And many of our people are living lives that are geared towards doing things of the flesh. Living like that is putting yourself in the crosshairs with God. Why? Because your life is not in line with the things of God. It continues and it says, the mindset of the flesh is hostile to God because it does not submit to God's law. And that's what I'm talking about. It's hostile. Remember now, God is our boss, the ones of us who are living by the Spirit. The Lord is our boss. We pay attention, we listen. That is not to say we don't err and miss the point from time to time. But living in sin and sinning is two different things. And so, as we go along our busy schedule, our busy day, we must always remind ourselves to live according to the Spirit, because other than that, we're living a life that is going to put us at the crosshair of judgment. Love of the world is enmity with God. So the saying here, right? Indeed, it is unable to do so. It can't. So even if it wants to, it can't. The body or the person who is living according to the flesh, even if that person wants to please God, that person cannot please God. It is the very nature. And the Apostle Paul spoke about seeing a second set of laws in his nature. And I know from time to time, you feel that resistance coming from within you. It's in all of us. That is a part of us, because we will live having these difficulties until we die. Think about the time before you became a Christian. And think about after when you became a Christian. As if those things that you were struggling with, if you're struggling with them again. Or if they trouble you as much as they did in the past. They can't, because the flesh has now been controlled by the Spirit if we continue to feed the Spirit. Right? And the Spirit then takes over, giving us greater resistance against those things that we had difficulty with in the past. It is in our best interest to live according to the Spirit.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me Sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me Sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place me ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me Sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me Sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Belize City. Get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Budram app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Budram today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris Cree. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
I'm coming back to your heart.
Foundations. Your work must be grounded upon solid rock, and so should your faith. Join Pastor Louis Wade Jr. weekly for Foundations Bible Study, where he goes deep into the Word of God with biblical teachings for better understanding.
A person might have potential inside of them, a desire to fulfill something, but the word of the Lord can bring that out of a person. Amen? So in the case of Gideon, though he felt that he could not do it, God had designated for him to do it. And so when God spoke the word through the angel, Gideon became who God knew he was all along.
Tune in on PlusTv Sundays for a new program or catch the repeats. We would love to hear from you. Write in and share your thoughts, prayer requests, or even post questions you may have regarding the Bible passages. Foundations. Unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain.
So when we face God, you know something. When I think of the love of the Lord.
Spice up your next event with professional lighting. Call 610-5679 and give your audience an experience they'll never forget. Proper stage lighting ensures stage visibility, motivates, and sets the mood of the atmosphere. We provide services for weddings, concerts, parties, dance recitals, and much more. Captivate your audience. Improve your production today. Call Shamax Productions at 610-5679 for quality and professional stage lighting.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels in its new Emery Village development. Enjoy prime land off mile 37 on the George Price Highway at an unbeatable price. All you need is the initial down payment of $275 Belize dollars. Take advantage and reserve your half-acre home sites today. Emery Village. Join the community. Invest in your future.
Blessed Gardens is servicing home gardens across the country from the nation's capital and helping Belizeans reconnect with nature. We have everything you need for your home garden, so get growing. We have various types of soils: fortified soil, composted soil, potting soil, and pure compost for your garden. We have quality seeds and over 65 varieties of food seedlings for your garden. We even have organic insecticides available, EM soil treatment, and Polyshade for your excessive sun or rain. Blessed Gardens has all your garden solution in one location. Call 610-5679. Visit us at the Bumapan Market Plaza or enjoy our free deliveries across the country. Blessed Gardens. Get growing, Belize.
Do you enjoy learning and wanting to know more about Christ your Savior? Then join Phil Sanders in Search of the Lord's Ways every Sunday 7:30 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. on PlusTv for half an hour of beautiful hymns and Bible messages. Messages are repeated on Tuesdays at 1:30 and Fridays at 10:30 a.m. Search in the Word for God's will. Know more and do more for the God we love. In Search of the Lord's Ways with Phil Sanders is being brought to you by the Church of Christ in your area. Be sure to visit.
Mopping, tiles, furniture, and...
Miss, you don't need all of this, man. Only this you need to make 4 out of this. And it's cheaper than all of them put together.
I want it.
Green Clean. All your cleaning needs in one bottle.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me Sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me Sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go?
Yes, welcome.
Where would I go?
Belize, and welcome to this morning's edition of Rise and Shine. Friday, October 31st. I don't have a guest this morning. You know, usually I'm with Pastor Sante, but Pastor Sante has to attend to some medical emergencies in the U.S. So our thoughts and prayers are with Pastor Sante and his entire family. We have a packed show this morning. We have 2 segments for you guys this morning. The first segment, we're going to be talking about a concert that you should be attending if you live in the Belmopan area. You know what? If you live anywhere, you should come down to Belmopan next weekend to be a part of this concert. And then in our second segment, of course, we have an interview with an up-and-coming musical artist. You might know her as Maureen Budram from KTV, but she's rebranding herself as Mocha Jewel. And we're going to be talking about her new single that she released last week, Feeling. So, I hope you guys stay tuned for the entire show. And before I continue to talk, I have to introduce my 2 guests who are with me this morning, Mr. James Ramos and Mr. Egbert Irvin from the University of Belize. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing this morning?
Morning. It's a pleasure. Are you doing all good?
Yes, pleasant good morning. Thanks to us this morning. We're doing well, yes.
The pleasure is all mine. So we're here to talk about the University of Belize, of course.
Yes.
The best branch, I think, is the Belmopan branch. It is the main campus.
I think you have some bias, man.
I have some bias. Yeah, I graduated from there a few years ago. Okay. I live in Belmopan as well. But this year marks the 25 years that the university has been founded. Correct. And we're keeping up with this annual tradition of raising funds. Right. And this year is going to be the 3rd annual endowment concert. So let's talk to us about what people can expect at this concert.
Yes, pleasant good morning, and thanks very much for having us again. So the University of Belize, of course, for any organization requires funds in order for it to operate, right? It has needs that need to be met, and so the endowment fund just acts as another channel in terms of revenue generation for the University of Belize, not necessarily for operational expenses, but for extraordinary circumstances, particularly to support student needs. So we get about 40% of the University of Belize's budget comes through subvention assistance from the government of Belize, and of course we're thankful for that. And the remainder comes from student activities, student fees, things of that sort, tuition and things of that sort. And so any activity that could support that 60%, support students in them getting their education, making the learning environment conducive for them, making them as comfortable as possible, providing activities outside just the rudimentary teaching and learning activities. The endowment fund certainly acts as an additional buffer for the president. It's really at the president's discretion to decide how those funds are expensed out. But it does provide that extra cushion, so to speak, and students can be able to meet their needs to provide accessories for the classrooms, to support their overall quality of their education at the University of Belize.
Yeah. And then, so Mr. Ramos, let's talk about the band that you guys are bringing in. Very famous band, people love them. They've traveled the world, world-known artists, and they're going to be at this endowment concert.
Right. So we're talking about the Garifuna Collective, and I mean, nothing speaks more in terms of culture than, you know, Garifuna Collective's, I always said it, world-renowned Garifuna culture there in terms of like music, culture, rhythm. That's what I think about every time I see them. And of course, we have Nuwane, which is Aurelio Martinez's son, and the other day we had a mini concert at the campus, and of course just to improve campus life. And I tell her, this guy, he got it. So of course, when it comes to what to expect for the concert, I think it's nice culture, rhythm, vibes. It should be an event to be at, you know.
Yeah, and I think everyone should try an effort to make it. But it is next week, Saturday, November the 8th. Where can persons purchase tickets if they are interested in attending this concert?
Okay, so we have tickets, physical tickets available at the President's office at the UB campus here in Belmopan. We have an email, Ms. maria.urbina@ub.edu.bz. You can contact her as well if you want more details on that. Or, of course, for the younger people, we just had it placed on the platform, Quick Pass, so it's easier there. You know, you could just purchase your tickets there, and then when you reach there, you just scan your tickets at the door. So we try and make it easier for everybody in case, you know, you might be from out district, you know, I'll wait till I get there to get your tickets. So, yeah.
Or you might be right in Belmopan. So this is a new option that we've provided this year, an opportunity for persons to be able to purchase their tickets through their phones, right, or through their computers. And so that gives a little bit more access and convenience for our patrons. And so, the Garifuna Collective is this is the third year in which we've had the Garifuna Collective. They don't perform in Belize that often.
Yeah, it's very rare.
It's very rare. So this is certainly one occasion, one opportunity that you can get in order for you to start the culture season, the 19th season, right? The open is a good one
to kick it off. So I noticed that the gates are opening at 8 o'clock, so it's a later concert. Abrong, how long are we looking at for the concert to last?
Yeah, we expect us to go beyond midnight, till 1 o'clock. Yes. And so we'll have a DJ, of course, to get things warmed up in the earlier sessions. And we expect Nuwane Martinez and the Bogo the Boys to perform in the first set. And then, of course, we expect the Garifuna Collective then to take us home.
To take us home until midnight or a little bit after midnight.
Right.
Yeah, and if you know anything about Garifuna Collectives, they don't perform for 15 minutes.
No, can't.
They put on one show.
One song na 15 minutes.
Yeah, they put on one show. I mean, it's an experience, and I definitely encourage everybody to come, especially seeing that, you know, it's for a worthy cause.
Yeah.
Being able to help out students in need, for student development and so on, it would be a great initiative to support, as well as having a fun experience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Clean, mature, fun.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, well, of course, we'll have food and drinks on sale, but the environment in which we try to create is one where it's celebratory, good, clean fun, and oftentimes, that is something that's lacking.
Yeah.
Where individuals, couples and things of that sort, even families. I've seen, entire families attending. So we really would like to encourage everyone to attend. And it'll be at the University of Belize's gymnasium.
Yeah, the gymnasium.
Right, so parking, security, all of that will obviously be in place, no? Not only UB security, but of course, we often have the police just to give us
And
a
to your
little
point,
extra.
actually, I've seen where, especially in Domopan, we see that we're lacking in terms of mature, events to go at and so on. Because we mainly cater for young people, but I think it's a great cause. The other day I said, "Man, I'd get one." Some people I never said about one before I say out there. Right. Hopefully we can get that crowd to come out as well. And I think it would be a great experience for them to enjoy something, especially in that culture space, since we're leading up to the 19th, like you said, to kind of bring it all home.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow is already November.
Yeah.
The year is going fast. Yeah. So I noticed that we have general tickets and VIP tickets. Right. Let's talk about the differences. What type of experience do you get if you would prefer to purchase the VIP rather than the general tickets?
Than the general. But of course, all of this is about the fun, right?
Yeah.
It's more about contributing towards the university and the development of our students. So we want to think about it in that context, first and foremost. But nonetheless, the great experience that you'll get from the Garifuna Collective is one, certainly. Preferential seating will be available for those who would purchase the VIP tickets. You'll get some complimentary drinks along with complimentary food. And so you'll have an opportunity to select between some Garifuna dishes and some barbecue if that's your choice. But some hudot, that's right. So as well as some sweets, right? Some cassava pone and things of that sort. Pong.
Plastic cake.
Really? Yeah. I've seen Saho as well in past years. And so, so that will allow those individuals with the VIP to get that additional amenities, so to speak. But it will be available for others for purchase. But the VIP tickets will
includes it already.
That's
right.
right.
Opposed to you having to go to buy it.
That's right. Yes.
Nice. So again, if you're just joining us, we're talking about next weekend's concert, the President's Endowment Fund concert. This is the third time they're doing the concert with the Garifuna Collective. But you guys have also been raising funds in other ways as well for the school.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of those other ways that persons can contribute to the continued growth of the university.
Thanks very much for that question and the opportunity to share. And so, for example, if you would like to just generally donate to the President's Endowment Fund, there is opportunities for you to do that outside and beyond of this particular event. You can go on the university's website. There is a donate button that you can indicate, and there is a form that you can fill out to say exactly how much you're donating, what you're donating it for. There are, of course, scholarship opportunities as well. So if you believe that you would like to assist a specific, maybe a specific student, there are opportunities for that. Of course, that happens all the time. Yeah. I'm pretty sure people sponsor students in their own quiet way. But if you would like, for example, to have a scholarship created for a loved one in the name of an institution that you're affiliated with, for a particular profession, right? So if you're an agriculturalist and you'd like to create a scholarship for students in the agriculture program, or if you're a former nurse and you believe that you would like to support the nursing program by creating a scholarship in your name or in honor of your ancestors or whoever you would like to do it to, we can certainly speak to create such a program. And again, that could cover maybe just a portion of the tuition, a portion of fees. It can come in many different ways. We've tried and we're trying to create that culture where individuals believe that they can contribute meaningfully, and that contribution will go to directly benefit a student as opposed to believing it might go into the operational expenses of the university. Yeah. So outside of the funds that we raise for the President's Endowment Fund, there are these other opportunities which you have in order for you to assist the students in particular. Yeah. And so those are available. There are, of course, additional opportunities. For example, if you believe that you would like to donate a smart screen for a classroom, those are opportunities that are available. Just yesterday, as a matter of fact, we opened a community hub right downstairs of the main library, right next to the pavilion. I saw you there the day before yesterday at the macaroni competition, right? Yesterday as well. Okay.
Yeah, the macaroni competition.
Right.
UB always has things going on.
Yes.
That's what I like about the university.
Yes, and that's what we really try to do, that student life is important. Yeah. We know teaching and learning is, the bane of their existence, but there are much more facets to an individual student's life. So we received through the SAGE program. The SAGE program is one that is funded by the Canadian government, but the project was actually wrapped up, but some additional funds were made available, and so they provided some computers for us to place as part of a community hub. So with that, we'll try to encourage the community to be able to say if they want to maybe prepare a CV. So we'll have someone there to help to assist them and so on and so forth. And they might see an opportunity for them to maybe get into one of our short courses. We do have these professional development courses, which are not necessarily, no prerequisite is required, no pre-qualification is required. It's just there to enhance an individual's, professional and personal development as well. It might be a little, hobby or you just want to do something different or something new. Our ODL, Open and Distant Learning Program, does offer several short-term programs in which individuals can sign on to. And so I'm saying all of that to say that there are, that's right. Just opening up those opportunities if you wish to contribute to the University of Belize.
So, Mr. James, I think it would be remiss of us to not talk about the sponsors.
Yes, of course.
That make these types of initiatives possible. So, who are the people behind this endowment fund concert?
Okay, of course, of the first people I want to big up the whole UB team. I mean,
of course.
If it's not for the whole community that we have back there of people who work there, we wouldn't be able to put this together and create such a event for the community and anybody else to enjoy. But we want to also big up our sponsors, people who have been with us from the beginning, like Travelers, Bowen and Bowen. We have BTV, and of course the Protective Areas Conservation Trust, PAC. They're also one of our sponsors who recently joined. And so these are the people who made it possible. Of course, without them, we wouldn't be able to put this off. But a huge thanks to them, of course.
Nice. So I know donating to the fund is a year-round thing that people can do. If persons would be interested in becoming sponsors, how can they do so? Is it through the same website? Or how does that work?
Right. So they could contact us through the same website. You could also contact us through the office in which I represent, the Institution Advancement Office. So maria.orbina@ub.edu.bz would be the email in which you could directly engage us on, and we would provide the necessary information for you to be able to channel whatever funds you have to the university.
Nice. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping track about how much tickets have sold so far. I mean, are you expecting a big crowd? And I mean, what's the crowd gonna look like?
Yeah. I haven't been keeping track of ticket sales, and we only have about a week left. So we need to get those tickets. We need to get those tickets off the shelf, right? And we in terms, although we have corporate sponsors, institutions, corporations, organizations, ministries, other entities, if they believe, they could also purchase tickets in bulk, right, and provide that to their staff. So this is another opportunity for companies to treat their staff to something.
Exactly.
So now you could buy 10 tickets and give them out.
Early
Christmas gift, right?
Kill two birds with one stone. You take care of your employees and also support the country's institutions.
That's correct, right? So that does, those little incentives, does boost morale with staff and things of that sort. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to do that as well. So so again, these are just ways in which we can find opportunities to support the university and to support our students.
Nice. So Mr. James, we're wrapping up now. So just some closing comments that you'd like to leave with the public. Maybe it's an invitation or anything.
Yeah, of course. Of course, I want to make sure that we once again big up our sponsors, Travelers, BTB, Bowen, PAC. We want to encourage everybody to get a hold of your tickets. We have a week left, and of course, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about the University of Belize. We have the President's Endowment Fund next week, Saturday, September 8th. November 8th, sorry. Shucks, I said September. And of course, we're featuring the world-renowned Garifuna Collective and Nuane Martinez and the Bogre Boys. They will be performing all night. We'll have DJs, of course, food, drinks on sale. So yes, get your tickets. We have them at the UB Belmopan campus, at the President's office. You can contact us at maria.urbina@ub.edu.bz, or you can just log on to your Quick Pass app. You download your tickets on there, and of course we want to see you guys there. Come and enjoy and bring in the cultural activities. We could kick it off, so to speak.
Yeah, we should have left James for last. Not much more to add there, but this is again just providing an opportunity for any community to support the University of Belize, to support our students. Of course, we want to break down walls. We want to feel as if we're part of the wider community, and so this allows that relationship to continue to flow, where the community provides support to the university, and the university look for ways in which it could continue to engage the wider community. So again, thanks very much for this opportunity, PlusTv, for us to share with your audience this opportunity to come to a wonderful concert, and at the same time support our students, the President's Endowment Fund.
Yeah. So I'd just like to thank you guys again for coming and sharing with our audience what's happening next weekend in the capital city. Of course, at the UB Gymnasium, the University of Belize's third Endowment Fund concert featuring the Garifuna Collective and Nuane Martinez. Tickets are now on sale. You can get your tickets at the President's office here in Belmopan, or of course you can email maria.urbina@ub.edu.bz. Tickets go for $75 for general and $150 for the VIP, and all the proceeds go towards the betterment of the university, for the students, for the upkeep, and for infrastructure as well. So gates open at 8 p.m. next week, Saturday. So you got time, because Belizeans like be late. If things gonna start 6, they may come 7, so I have to come 8 exact when the gates open. So that's been our first segment. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be joined virtually by Mocha Jewel.
And of course, as an alumni, we expect to see you there, right?
Yes, man. We are there. We'll be there. We'll be there. All right, Belize.
Thank you.
Stay tuned.
Thank you.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave me home, no other place we ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. Creole and Garifuna, Mestizo and Maya, living in peace.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Belize City. Get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Budram app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Budram today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
I'm super grateful for it because, paying rent, it's kind of hard. Sometimes you get paid and, everything almost goes to rent, and then you have kids and you have other stuff to do. So I'm super grateful and I'm really excited. Definitely bringing a great financial improvement because now I feel like I would have extra cash to do more for my children and also, probably do extra activities and take them out a little bit more often and so forth.
Miss Diego is one of our special cases because she was a hurricane victim and then she was a fire victim. So after she moved, after the hurricane happened, she moved into somewhere she was renting and that caught fire. So she had a double urgency to her application. I am very happy and very pleased to hand over this home to Miss Diego on behalf of MIDH and Minister Espat and along with her area representative, Deputy Prime Minister.
No amount of money we spend is enough, but no amount of money we spend is in vain when it comes to building houses for our people.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here. the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our Happy Sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Belize City. Get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Budram app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Budram today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris Cree. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
I'm super grateful for it because, paying rent, it's kind of hard. Sometimes you get paid and, everything almost goes to rent, and then you have kids and you have other stuff to do. So I'm super grateful and I'm really excited. Definitely bringing a great financial improvement because now I feel like I would have extra cash to do more for my children and also, probably do extra activities and take them out a little bit more often and so forth.
Miss Diego is one of our special cases because she was a hurricane victim and then she was a fire victim. So after she moved, after the hurricane happened, she moved into somewhere she was renting and that caught fire. So she had a double urgency to her application. I am very happy and very pleased to hand over this home to Ms. Diego on behalf of MIDH and Minister Espat, and along with her area representative, Deputy Prime Minister.
No amount of money we spend is enough, but no amount of money we spend is in vain when it comes to building houses for our people.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Sweet Billy.
When working with sheetrock, you need screws that give you quick penetration for a speedy, stable installation. Best Screws, fast frame and fast finish drywall screws are specifically designed for you. Engineered by Best Manufacturing, Best Screws makes every job faster and easier. These screws offer reliable performance with a superior hold. You also save money due to Best Screws affordability. They are cheaper than the leading brands. Get the job done quickly without compromising on strength. For all your drywall installations, get Best Screws Fast Frame and Fast Finish. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Belize City. Get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Budram app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Budram today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris Cree. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
super grateful for it because, I mean, paying rent, it's kind of hard. Sometimes you get paid and, you know, everything almost goes to rent, and then you have kids and you have other stuff to do. So I'm super grateful and I'm really excited. Definitely bringing a great financial improvement, because now I feel like I would have extra cash to do more for my children, and also, you know, probably do extra activities and take them out a little bit more often and so forth.
Miss Diego is one of our special cases because she was a hurricane victim and then she was a fire victim. So after she moved, after the hurricane happened, she moved into somewhere she was renting and that caught fire. So she had a double urgency to her application. I am very happy and very pleased to hand over this home to Miss Diego on behalf of MIDH and Minister Espat, and along with her area representative, Deputy Prime Minister.
No amount of money we spend is enough, but no amount of money we spend is in vain when it comes to building houses for our people.
Oh, I wasn't having a bad day. I just needed...
It's here, the biggest sale of the year. Find your happy place at Builders Hardware with our happy sale from October 15th to December 31st. Whether you're a contractor or a DIY pro, we got unbeatable prices that will put a big smile on your face. Freshen up your walls with 20% off all paints and 25% off paint supplies. Upgrade your space with 25% off lights, fans, AC, and a wide selection of tiles to match your style. Plus, enjoy 30 to 50% off selective items. But that's not all. We also sell sand and gravel, blocks, roofing, and more. Find everything you need from construction start to finish. Don't miss out on our happy deals. Shop today or explore our online store at shopbuildersbz.com. Visit Builders Hardware in Belmopan. This is your happy place.
Easy. Accessible. Safe. Yours. Digi Wallet. Easy, accessible, safe, yours. Belize City. Get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Budram app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Budram today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Pletz Home Builders is the largest house building company in Belize. Pletz combines the best skilled workers, high-grade materials, and the latest technology to produce the highest quality wooden residential structures. Request any size, color, and the home layout you want. Choose from hardwood or painted metal outer walls. Pletz can modify any of their existing house plans to your satisfaction, complete with all the installation services you need anywhere in the country, including ambergris key. They can also lift your house to your desired height up to 9 feet. From properly treated and cured lumber to quality sidings and floorings, let Pletz Home Builders give your home the finish you need. For prices or questions, call 823-0398 or go to www.pletzhomebuilders.com. Pletz Home Builders, we build to suit your needs.
I'm super grateful for it because, I mean, paying rent, it's kind of hard. Sometimes you get paid and you know everything almost goes to rent, and then you have kids and you have other stuff to do. So I'm super grateful and I'm really excited. Definitely bringing a great financial improvement, because now I feel like I would have extra cash to do more for my children, and also, you know, probably do extra activities and take them out a little bit more often and so forth.
Miss Diego is one of our special cases because she was a hurricane victim and then she was a fire victim. So after she moved, after the hurricane happened, she moved into somewhere she was renting and that caught fire. So she had a double urgency to her application. I am very happy and very pleased to hand over this home to Miss Diego on behalf of MIDH and Minister Espat, and along with her area representative, Deputy Prime Minister.
No amount of money we spend is enough, but no amount of money we spend is in vain when it comes to building houses for our people.
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me sweet Belize. If I ever had to leave Belize, if I ever had to leave Belize, where would I go? Where would I go? Where would I spread my bed? Where would I lay my head? Nobody know. Nobody know. If I ever had to leave my home, no other place I ever roam could be like Belize. Be like Belize.
Yes, welcome back to this morning's edition of Rise and Shine. If you're just joining us this morning, we were joined by members of the University of Belize's Belmopan campus, and they spoke to us about next weekend's upcoming and the President's Endowment Fund concert. Now, if you missed the first segment, as I stated, next week Saturday is when this fundraiser concert will be taking place. Tickets can be purchased at the President's office in the at the University of Belize's Belmopan campus, and they are going for $75 for general and $150 for VIP. All proceeds of this concert goes right back into the university. That's what helps the school to give out scholarships for the upkeep of the buildings and infrastructure. And of course, at this concert, the Garfuna Collective will be making an appearance. They're the main act, and also Nuane Martinez, young guy from Belmopan making a name for himself. Those two are the headlining acts. And for our second segment this afternoon, I'm sorry, this morning, I couldn't go to leave flu, so my mind all about the place. But for our second segment this morning, we're sticking on the topic of music. We're going to be speaking with Maureen Budram about her new single that she released last week. Now, if that name sounds familiar, you say, I know I heard that name before. Well, that's because you have. Maureen made it into the top 3 of this year's KTV show and came in second place. She was the runner-up, and she has used that publicity to sort of kickstart and launch her musical career. So, Maureen, can you hear me? She's joining us virtually. Maureen?
Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I'm going to ask the technician to give me a little more volume in here, though, because I can't hear you clearly. But
Okay.
I can see that you're joining us virtually. Maureen, just how are you doing today?
I feel so blessed today, honestly. I feel great. Thank God for life. I guess I feel good overall. I feel really great. It's been going really good so far.
Nice. So I'm calling you Maureen, but I don't know if I should be calling you by your stage name now, Mocha Jewel. That's the name that you want to start being known by as an artist. Let's just talk about where that name came from, Mocha Jewel.
Absolutely. So everyone already, well, in my family and everyone down south already knew me as Mocha. I was already going by Mocha already. My brother and I sat in the car this one day and we were going over like artist names, and he was like, we need something that stands out. We need something different. Like if people search you up, that you that define, So I'm like, Mocha Mocha, and he was like Mocha Jewel, because my middle name is Maureen. I'm Maureen Jewel. So he was like Mocha Jewel, and then he said, "Why you not just change the way I spell it? Like Mocha Jewel." And I like that song. That song hard. So that's just how my artist name came about.
Nice. So now I gave a quick introduction, but people should know who you are. If they don't know who you are, I think they live on a rock. You were one of the most popular and well-liked persons on KTV for good reason. But now you are using that publicity. Well, you have used it, I should say, to launch your first single, Feeling. So just talk to me about this song. What is it about? How did you decide to write this song? How did it come about?
Um, Me along with, I guess, a majority of everyone else has has been going through situationships, relationship issues. So it couldn't even be that, like it could be something else, but everyone's going through something right now, and I was personally going through something myself, so I'm the type of person, if I'm going through a situation and I don't know how to really deal with it or like find the words to say, I usually just like run to music or I listen to instrumentals, and I came across the one for Feeling, and the words just came, I wrote Feeling literally in one day, around KTV time. I wrote Feeling in one day, and I was shocked that I could have put so much emotion on paper. I didn't know that I was even capable of expressing myself, and I'm quiet. I don't even like argue or follow up myself with people really, but the way that I express myself, I would say is through music. So I guess that's why it comes from a emotional part of me, I would say, and that's how I write most of my music.
And then the song speaks about knowing when it's time to walk away from these toxic relationships that persons may find themselves in. Was that a personal thing for you, or were you writing from the perspective of someone else? I know how they think go now. So
I know how I go. Oh, I'm not gonna say, but yeah, I could say I've been in toxic relationships and situationships before. I won't say that I'm perfect. No one is. No one's perfect. But I always know when to walk away.
Yeah.
I always know when enough is enough, and I feel like I I'm 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 not deserving of going through something like that. I don't want to lose myself or lose my mind completely over someone, and I think that other people who don't have the courage for that need to hear that, sometimes you just need to hear it.
Yeah. And
So
is that the message that you'd like for persons to walk away with? Like, know that it's all right to leave and you'll find something better. Is that the message behind the song?
mainly it just talks about strength and realizing who you are. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go find something better. It just means that you know that you deserve better than what you're settling for.
Yeah.
So it could be strength to walk away. It could be a message to walk away from toxic stuff, but it could mean whatever you want it to mean to you.
Nice. So now let's talk about the creative the creative process behind this song. I've listened to it. The song's great. Let's
Thank you.
just talk about the creative process. How did the song come about? How did the rhythm come about? How did those things go?
I mainly use YouTube beats. My brother contacted the guy that created this beat, and we purchased it from him. We also purchased the stems from him as well to have the Ajay, the little Afrobeat style to it. Um, the whole technicalities and everything, my brother and Tasbeliz really just took over that aspect. For me, I didn't really have to stress about that. Um, I I did put a lot of vocals into it as well because I wanted it to be unique and I wanted it to be different. I also had backup vocals from my niece Chloe Budram. She's an amazing singer, you know. She helped me with some of my harmonies and stuff like that on the beat, but the entire song and the creativity of I can't just take that on me alone, you know. It was my brother's team, Diddy on the beats, our producer, and we had a producer in Cameroon, Africa, the person that made this and mixed and mastered this beat, our engineer. He's an engineer in Africa. His name's Mender. Um, we literally put a lot of time and effort and a lot of work into this song, you know. So I can't just take that up on me alone. It was me along with my entire family. My entire family is really who's been really been there for me and has been my backbone and pushing and supporting me. I couldn't have done any of this without them and the fans, Belize, Facebook. It's just everyone, to be honest.
So let's talk about your journey in music and how you arrived to this point. So people know you, like I said, from KTV. I think you did it twice, but even before that, you were singing in church, right?
Yeah, I was, and I actually have been singing my entire life at high school. If anybody know me, they know that I had a girl from school where rap past stage, or I was always the rap. I always the rap past stage, or always the sing. That when me and my friends there, or we would be underneath like this gazebo and we would make music. But everyone knew me for that ever since my entire life. Maureen sing, Maureen rap. So I always knew that I would have transitioned into this, but it was just a matter of when. And I always told my brothers and everyone that if I were to ever take music seriously, I wanted it to be big and to give it my all, you know, and that's something that I'm doing now. So
Yeah. So what's the vision for you? I mean, you've released Feeling now. What's next for Mocha Jewel?
Honestly, we're completely focused on feeling from now, and I told everyone else until like around December, we're working on releasing a music video for feeling, and I already have songs and unreleased songs, sorry, that no one has heard yet that I think people can also vibe with, similar to feeling. I also have inspirational songs that I also have ready to be released, but I'm just focused on feeling right now. I'm the type of artist, and I told my brother and everyone that asked me which genre do you want to go under. I feel like I'm not really a one type of genre person. I feel like I could write any type of music, whether it's hip hop, R&B, Afrobeat, Creole, hip. Like I feel like I'm very versatile in that area. So people could look forward to anything Christian music. I have ideas, man. So like, um, I guess that's just the type of artist I am and what people can look forward to. You could literally hear anything tomorrow. I just believe in delivering bangers. It could be about any topic. I just want it to sound good. So
And do you attribute that to coming from a musical family that you can just tap into any genre? I mean, how did that play a role in shaping your music?
Yes, my mom has always been the type of person to tell us to express ourselves however we feel like, or to always humble yourself though. My mom has been the main reasons why I have the morals and the standards that I have now, you know. Without her and my dad that set the pavement and the way for us, I wouldn't be who I am now, you know. So I I could say I am grateful for coming from the family that I came from. We have always we have always we have always run to music. Music has always saved each and every one of us. All of my brother and my sister, each and every one of us sings or writes music or taps into some type of musical talent, you know. So it's within all of us, and I think we're grateful for that.
So now we've spoken a lot about the song Feeling, how you came to write it, what it's about, emotions behind it, but we not tell people where they can find it or where they can listen to
Yes.
it. I mean, how can people find your music?
So my artist name is Mocha Jewel. That's Mochajewel. I am that name on every single social media platform: YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, um, every single platform. My name's Mocha Jewel. So we're actually going on like 4,000 streams on YouTube already. I just hit 200 subscribers in 1 week because I just started the subscribing and creating my page last week. So it's going pretty good. I am grateful for how far I've come so far, and I just want to say thank you to everyone, and thank you to Belize and everyone outside of Belize that has been streaming. It's been great, you know.
So, Maureen, now, last thing before we go, let's talk about how people can book you, because we know that's one of the main ways to make money in this music industry in Belize is through bookings. So if persons are interested in reaching out to you, they want to perform, feeling at maybe a restaurant or a concert, I mean, how can they get in contact with you?
Definitely. So people mainly have been reaching out to my business page, Mocha Jewel, to book me. I have two bookings this weekend so far. So it's been really good. But I usually communicate through my business WhatsApp number. So as long as you reach out to me through my business page, I'll ask you for a number that I could reach you on, and then we could contact each other from there. So it's basically how it works.
Nice. So last thing before we wrap up, Mocha, what's one thing that you would like the audience to leave away with as it relates to you and your music?
I've always said that music saved me, and I just hope that my music resonates with everyone, like to the point where it can save them as well. So whether it's a line from my song, whether it's the beat, whether it's the chorus, whether it's the hypeness of it that takes you out of that sad moment, I just hope that my song resonates with everyone.
Thank you so much, Maureen, for joining us, and we wish you the best on your musical journey, of course.
Thank you for having me too. You guys have a great morning.
You as well. So that was Mocha Jewel or Maureen Budram, but you know, of course, we have to get that new name out there. Just talking a little bit about her song, Feeling. So that's been it for this morning's edition of Rise and Shine. When we leave, we're going to play the song for you guys. If you've never heard the song before, we're going to play that song for you so you can listen to it and get a feeling of who Mocha Jewel is. You know, that kind of background noise from it, tease you a little bit. But before we go, I'd just like to say that we will have our evening newscast at 6 p.m. tonight. We're trying to focus more on some Belmopan stories. We're trying to be more Belmopan centered. We're the only media house in the capital city for good reasons. You know, a lot of people say nothing really happened at Belmopan, so why would we have a media house there? Well, I beg to differ. I think things are always happening in the capital, but we can only report on what's happening in the capital if you tell us what's happening in the capital. So if you're hosting an event, if your granny just turned 100, if somebody thief a garbage, we are the person you should be calling in the capital city to get your story out there. How do you do that? Well, you can WhatsApp me at 6712815. That's our number for the newsroom. I'll say it again, 6712815. For tips, if you want to remain anonymous, of course, we do that as well. So that's been this morning's episode of Rise and Shine. I'm going to say stay tuned to our Facebook page later today because we forgot to give away 2 tickets to UB's concert. We have some nice tickets. We're going to be posting a question and answer post on our Facebook page. And of course, the first person to answer will win 2 complimentary tickets to next weekend's concert. Can't beat that. So with that said, Belize, we're going to leave you with the song Feeling by Mocha Jewel.
Mocha.
guess I'll never learn, baby. Sometime you go on, let me not know my words. Come and move you in, and you're moving out. Moving on, yet to reach my house. Feel myself, come and ride it out. All the games me didn't know about. What you think you
Sweet Belize, land of the sand and sea, land of the coconut tree. I love me Sweet Belize. Sweet Belize, land of the islands and keys, land of the barrier reef. I love me Sweet